Why? What's wrong? What's up, Phil? We're almost done. Semester's almost done. You've almost made it. Doing okay? You get to come here, man. It's a privilege. It's a Christmas miracle. Everybody is here. Some of them are on time. Okay. We won't waste any more time now. Okay? The self-awareness exercise. You had to go ask people. You had to rate yourself, and then you asked people to rate you. How'd that go? What'd you learn? Yes, sir.
People have like different perspectives on who you are.
On what? In general, or are we talking about you?
Like for me.
Yeah, well, it's about you. Okay, what'd you learn?
Like certain people rated different things higher and lower.
Okay.
I thought that was like interesting because I thought it would be pretty uniform, but it wasn't.
So they saw you differently, even though same question.
Yeah.
People rated you differently. Okay. Cool. Who else? Dylan?
I judge myself a lot harder than what other people think of me.
Okay. Yeah. Who had people rated them higher than you did, and you rated yourself? Okay. Who had the opposite? Of course you did. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Good. Why? Why do you think that is? What does that tell you about yourself? Samara, what does that tell you?
If I rated myself higher than other people did.
Yeah. Is that what happened?
No.
It was the opposite, right? People rated you higher. So what does that tell you about yourself?
I guess I'm humble in this sense, a little bit.
Humble, or are you critical of yourself?
Humble, I don't criticize myself.
Okay. Okay. I'll take it. What else? Who else? Tanner, why do you think that was? Or Martin, sorry.
Well, most people ask
All right.
my roommate, and,
Y'all look like with masks on.
and that might not have been the best idea, because, yeah.
What'd you say? You asked your roommate?
Yeah.
Yeah? And how'd that go?
I mean, what he said was fairly similar to what I said of myself, but slightly worse. I like.
Okay. Karen? Okay. Okay. And so what'd you learn from that? Did people know you longer? You think that was more accurate? Okay. Okay. Who else? What does it tell you? What does it tell you about how others see you? Not all at once. It's really boring if I talk. No, because you're just filling the space. Alex.
Apparently I'm too quick to act and I don't think about things, according to my boyfriend. We got in a fight afterwards.
Did anybody ask a boyfriend or girlfriend? No, you guys are all losers. You
I was just not smart.
Okay, what? So, look, this is an awesome sample of life and what's coming. Okay, we'll get into this. Okay, why did it lead to a fight?
Well, he was like, I filled it out myself first, and I was
Yeah.
like 3, 4s, 5s. I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what do you think of this? It's like 1. And I was like, excuse me. And then he was like, and I was going to the next question. He was like, 2, 1. Never
Wow.
went above a 3. And I was like, why do you say that? And he was like, look how angry you're getting at me just answering these questions. And I was like, why are you saying this? Oh, I was so mad.
Yeah. Okay. Did you guys learn anything out of this?
I learned that he's wrong.
So what does that tell you about you, though?
Tell me I'm right.
Okay, so what happens in the workforce then?
Okay, I know that he's probably right in the sense that I'm like too reactionary.
Okay, you don't have to show them the video on YouTube. I mean, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna tell them, but you don't have to share it. But yeah, okay, it tells you something about you. Learned a little something about yourself, didn't you? As hard as that was, kind of sucked, didn't it?
It was not fun.
Yeah. Okay. Was anybody else kind of pissed off when they're asking people? You guys just made up scores. You didn't ask anybody. Cool. Ross, what do you got?
He gave me higher scores.
Gave you higher scores. Okay. Why?
I guess I'm just critical of myself.
Okay.
I guess I see myself.
Okay. Karen, you had your hand up? Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So why is there a difference? I mean, you guys are all touching on it. Why is there a difference? Pascaline?
Because how you perceive reality versus how others perceive.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, right? It's pretty easy to judge others, isn't it? All the time. Okay, we do it all the time, right? So this past week, the Jim Valvano speech. What'd you take away from that? Video you had to watch.
We should probably stop being so critical on ourselves, like we in the rating, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know, in life, instead of judging ourselves and everything else all the time.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. Good answer. What else? Yeah. Bill.
I just thought that he had a really strong sense of what his own like values in life were, and he knew how to like use those to change his outlook on life.
Yeah.
So I think it's like important to like if you realize like wow maybe I need to like figure out like what my own like personal values are, like
Yeah.
how I can use those to improve my own life and like the life of those around me.
You're in the right place, buddy. Welcome to SOMS. Okay. Helpful. Good answer. What else? Had anybody seen that before? Did you? 2, 3? Okay. 4? That's pretty good. Nobody in last class had. So came out in '93. I actually watched it live, and I mean, you want to talk about moving? I mean, everybody. We knew the guy was dying, right? And he goes up there, and just delivers this unbelievable speech, right? Just from the heart. It was unbelievable. He actually passed within a few months after that. His body was riddled with tumors, right? If you can see, he was kind of fragile walking up there. He was gone within a few months of that. Right? Why would I have made you guys watch that? Why would I ask you to do that? Nathan?
If you look at his like outlook and perspective on life, like the guy's clearly dying, but he doesn't let that like affect his mental. So he's still like full of life, even though he's literally dying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. Yep, Ross?
I think it was pretty good. Like his perspective on the whole thing. Life's a lot bigger than what we're doing right now. Like school before, so I think it's pretty good motivation to like get through the rest of this. Because Eddie Mac made a crappy grade on the final, but he's still like having a time.
Yeah, at the start of class, I asked you, how's you doing? You guys, I'm here. I'm making it. I'm struggling. Okay? Are we doing okay? Are you healthy? Right? You're at the greatest university in the world. Some of you believe that. Okay. Are you in the Corps? Are you lucky to be in the Corps? Yeah, okay. Does it still suck and you complain about it? All the time. Okay? But is life pretty good right now? Okay? Despite being bogged down? Yeah. Okay? Absolutely. All right. Do you like you? No? Why not, Tanner?
A lot of stuff to improve on.
Okay, good. I'll take it. Who else?
If I was somebody else, I probably wouldn't like me.
Why?
I don't know.
But do you like you?
They would think I'm funny, but other than that, I don't know. They might think I'm a jerk. And I mean, they're not wrong, but
Okay. Do you like you? Yeah, I hope so. Okay, a little bit. All right. You like everything about you? I hope not, honestly. Okay, there's a few things we got to work on. Okay, and most of you are great people. All right. You think you could be better? Okay, good. Again, you're in the right place. All right. So, what does intentional mean?
doing something on purpose.
On purpose. Good. I'll take it. Anybody else?
It's like you go out of your way to do something.
Huh?
You go out of your way to do it.
Yeah, good. I'll take it. What else? Good answer. Okay, cool. I'll take it. All good answers. What does authentic mean? Huh? What'd you say? I can't hear you. Real and genuine? Is that what you said? I need you to yell. Get really loud. You have a yelling voice? Oh, well, I want to hear it. What'd you say?
Not manufactured.
Not manufactured. It's not fake, right? Okay, good, perfect. I will take it. All right. Can you spot a fake? Okay.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. How can you tell?
Honestly, that's not a bad answer.
Okay. All right. Brutally honest people. Look. Children are like alcoholics. Okay. They tell you the truth. They eat all your food. They break your stuff, and then they tell you they love you. Right. Okay. It's the only reason you let them live. Okay. What else? Okay. Yeah. All right. Can you spot authenticity?
Yeah, I would say it's easier.
It's easier to spot
Easier.
than when
No, I
someone's
think
fake.
it's
I think it's easier.
I think it is too.
Easier to spot someone who's being genuine than someone who's being fake. How? Okay, let's hear the hows first. Tell me the authentics. Caitlin, go ahead.
Because, like, so in my opinion, like, when someone's being authentic, you can tell that, like, what they're doing is truly, like, it just genuinely makes them happy. I mean, like, when someone loves kids and they're doing something, like, out of the goodness of the child or whatever, like, just to be nice when they don't have to, like, the way that, like, the smile lights up their face, or they do it without expecting a thank you, and they don't necessarily draw attention to themselves, they just do it because, like, out of the goodness of their heart, or just their personality when they're authentic, that's really easy to spot versus when someone's like obviously trying to make themselves look better and they always talk about their successes in front of people but they never really exemplify them. In my opinion, it's just easier to tell when someone is truly happy and has a good heart than when it's obvious to tell, like, you know, it's hard to tell when people are like, yeah, I'm an awesome person. Like, I don't know, I think it's easier to just to see the goodness in somebody's heart than someone trying to make themselves look better.
Okay.
Some people are really good liars.
Most of you. It's terrifying. Nathan, anything to add?
I think authenticity seems like effortless.
Okay.
So if you're authentic, like, it should be easy and not take like a toll on like the person. So if they seem like they're trying super hard, it's probably not authentic. Like they're probably compensating for something that they're making up for.
Okay, I'll take it. You guys, the naysayers? What do we got?
She made me change my mind.
Change your mind? Tanner, what do you got?
It's easy to spot an authentic person because they're consistent.
Yeah, okay. I think it's a Lincoln quote. No man has a good enough memory to retain all his lies, or something like that. Okay, when you start down that slope. Okay, but what about in the sense of when somebody's trying to act a certain way? And what do you got, Samir?
Well, I mean, let's say you're talking to someone about something like a deep issue or something, something personal to you, and then you can tell, like, if they're being fake, they'll be like, they're not paying attention. They'll say, "Wow, that's crazy," a couple of times, here and there. And then, you know, like a head nod, a little gesture, but you can tell by like the body movement, certain like the word, their diction, whatever they're saying, you can kind of tell
Okay. What about, let's say, juniors or seniors?
in terms of what.
What if they're trying to get you all to do something? Can you tell if they're authentic or not? Yes?
It's based on like previous actions, like what I know about them.
Okay, so consistency we go back to. Okay, what if we don't know them very well? What if somebody from a different outfit you don't know? Is it easier? Harder? Don't know, right?
Everybody's good.
Okay. Okay.
I
Fair
think it takes longer to tell if someone's authentic. Like you can like tell right fast someone's like fake, but like it takes more interaction. Like he's saying, like it's consistency. It takes more interaction to tell if they're authentic.
Okay. Karen? It's more rare to find authenticity? Interesting. I may or may not agree with you. Okay? Are you intentional about being authentic? No? Kai? Why not?
I don't know. I feel like being authentic isn't the kind of thing that you ought to be intentional about. I mean, you just be yourself, be the way you are. And if you have to go out of your way to like consciously do something, then that's probably something you wouldn't have done anyway, normally.
So why try anything new ever?
Well, no, you could do that, but I mean, I'm not a put it, but you're
I'm following you. I'm just curious.
You're kind of deviating from what you normally would have done, in my opinion. No?
like the reasons behind why you choose to do something.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? What about the reason?
Like if your reasoning behind trying something new is to prove that you're authentic.
Say it again. Louder.
If your reasoning
Okay. Caitlin?
Not necessarily like intentional about being authentic, but like intentional about not changing who you are just to like make other people like you, I guess. Like,
Okay.
so I'm not necessarily intentional about that, but it's like I don't, especially like with the core, you have to learn that. There's always going to be people who don't agree with you or who like don't like who you are and come across like the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm more intentional about not trying to change who I am to make other people happy
Okay.
versus like intentional about being authentic, because in my opinion that kind of makes you end up being able to stay authentic, if that makes sense like at all. It's basically like I'm intentional about not changing who I am to make other people happy, make other people like me, which then helps you be like your authentic self.
Okay. I will take that. Grace?
I think someone who's authentic is someone who's like willing to show both like their good side and their flaws. And so you have to be intentional to like be willing to open up your like fully like your good side and your bad side to someone, because that's like not our human nature to show like all the bad parts about like who we are.
Okay.
So I think that requires a certain effort, so that you're not always like I experienced in like high school growing up in church, and then like struggling with stuff in high school that I never like that my church friends didn't like know about. And then when I went to church, I put on like a different face, and it wasn't that I was trying to be fake or that I wasn't being intentional or authentic in my relationships with them, but I wasn't at all like being who I truly was and sharing my experiences fully. And so I think that requires intentionality.
Okay. Alex, you have something?
I just think whether if you have to be intentional, but you have to remember to stay true to your morals, which sounds like, isn't that what you said? I'm sorry.
No, it's along those same lines. You didn't use the words, but she was talking about being true to herself.
Well, I mean, I think people are like, well, your moral is something that you should just always follow. But I find myself sometimes when I'm in a tough situation and I want to act on my emotions, I'm like, I have to remember that that's not what I believe in. So you have to kind of remember to do that.
Yeah, that's the hard part, don't you think, Kai? Right? Okay. How would you be intentional about being authentic? Yeah.
So, one thing that really struck me, it was like 6 years ago, that do you know who Colin Cowherd is?
Yeah.
So he,
I actually have a history of Colin Cowherd. It's
you really?
kind of, sort of, but go on.
But, okay, so
He's a sports broadcaster.
he had a thing when Tim Tebow was in the league.
Yeah.
Everyone was calling him really good, and he would always go out and say he's kind of mediocre at best.
Yeah.
Anyway, I watched this YouTube video, and he's like, the one time he met Tim Tebow, he was the most authentic person he ever met. So,
Yeah.
when you ask, do you have to be intentional about it? His point was, this was around 2016, and Tebow's coming out, or 2015, it was before the election. He's coming out pro-Trump,
Uh-huh.
pro-life, like just everything that everyone in Hollywood would be against.
Yeah.
And he's like, sticking to your morals, exactly what they were talking about.
Mhm.
You do have to be intentional about that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you ask how, it truly just comes down to sticking to your morals, and if someone disagrees with them, you still stick to them because it's kind of the foundation of your life.
Yeah. I actually worked at University of Florida when Tebow was there. So worked there, Tebow here, Johnny, you're welcome. I bring Heisman's wherever I go. Yeah. Tebow was that good of a person. And it was unbelievable because the Gators were really good and they won a couple national championships. A lot of the team had major issues. There was all these off-field crazy arrests. Aaron Hernandez was on that team. It was nuts. And surprisingly, Tebow was the one getting the attention, the good guy, for a change. It was, if you watched the media coverage, it was amazing to see. And then it all came crashing down after Tebow left, and Urban Meyer is a sociopath, and I won't get into that. I can't stand him. I think he's a terrible person. I'll put this on YouTube, okay? And he'll probably call me, okay? He won't, okay? So yeah, it was exactly, so he got perceived, Tebow was like this, right? Everybody thinks he's great. And Cowherd's like, there's no way this guy's that great. And then fully saw that he was, okay? That's a hard thing to do in an environment when everyone's pointing fingers at us, right? What do you got?
If we're talking about how there's morals, you mentioned something
Yeah, they do.
So, them sticking to their morals isn't necessarily a good thing. They should.
Correct. I'm not worried about them, and you shouldn't be either. I'm worried about you. Because can you control everybody?
Yeah, no.
No. Can you help them? I hope. Okay? But how can you be intentional, Martin, about being authentic? Okay? And you guys are all touching on your morals and stuff. Has anybody written down their morals? No, you haven't. You should. I'll tell you that. Okay. Good. Okay. Why? Why would you want to be intentional about being authentic?
Well, I know for me, I'm still, when you ask the question about, do you know if someone's authentic or not, I think I'm pretty good at spotting things,
Yeah.
but as soon as I do, I don't really ever trust them again. So when you ask
Okay.
why, it's because I've been on the other side where someone hasn't been authentic with me, and it kind of hurts the relationship. I'm not gonna say forever, but
Yeah.
quite a while.
There's always like a distaste in your mouth to like fully trust them.
Right. Okay. If you see the person who's not, and we second guess them, we don't know if we believe them, all that stuff. Okay. What is happening with you? If Kyan is not coming across as authentic, right? What are you going to do to fix it? Right? Why would you want to be that way? Brandon, what do you got? Why would you want to be authentic? Why would you want to be intentional about being authentic?
So that you can be true to your morals and
Okay.
be like just a good person, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Why would we do that? You guys are all touched on it. You're all right.
For me, I'd rather be authentic and have someone not like me for like actually being who I am than someone not like me because I was trying to be who they wanted like me to be.
Okay. Yeah. Finally. Okay. Took a minute. Okay. This is hard. Okay. We're trying to. They're teaching too many classes this week. Okay. You guys should have to read undergraduate papers. Okay. They're the worst things in the world. Okay. You guys just write in cliches and idioms. Okay. And they're terrible. And I don't get an authentic, genuine thought from you until partway through the paper. And then there's one. Okay, first of all, you're just spouting opinion. You don't back anything up with fact, okay, because you hate citing information and proving that you're right. So you just spout opinion, and you just speak in cliches and idioms. Does everybody know what an idiom is? What's an idiom? I knocked it out of the park, okay, is an idiom, all right? So it's a phrase of speech, and you guys just write in that. And then there's one thought in there. I'm like, man, that's a genuine thought, and it's awesome. But then you poke up, and here's my personality, here's who I really am, here's my morals, all that good stuff. And then you hide, and then you go back away, and you just spit out more cliches and opinion. Okay? Why? Why do you do that? Huh? Faster. No, why do we do that?
Because we've been rewarded for it in high school.
Okay, maybe leave the grading aside, okay? But why do you actually do that?
It's like Grace was talking about earlier, like showing our bad side.
You're afraid.
Show our true self.
You are terribly afraid to be judged. You are terribly afraid that someone is going to crush that one original thought that you have. Because you guys haven't had any. You just repeat what your parents say or your friends, and you copy them, right? And you have almost no original thoughts. I hate to break it to you, okay? But you're coming. It's coming. That's why you're here. That's why we're working on you, okay? Don't be afraid to do that. Look, your guys' generation, not just cadets, not just Aggies, your age group right now, anxiety is super high. Depression is super high. Everything's being watched. Everything's being recorded. Everything's being judged. Okay? And you guys are smart about it, I think, in terms of social media. You guys know what to say and what not to say. But if I see Dylan out at Northgate and he's not supposed to be there, and I don't like Dylan, I can take a picture of that, right? It's pretty easy. So people burn each other. It's terrifying. Okay? But everyone is afraid. All right? We're afraid to stand out. We're afraid to be different. Okay? Why are you going to school? To make bank, bro. Somebody reads it. Okay? Why are you going to school?
I was
I was told to. Okay? Awesome. Why are you going to school? Gushlag, why are you going to school?
Mainly just because I want to not necessarily learn, I just want to be here.
Yeah.
Okay. Caitlin, why are you going to school?
Because I mean, you either go to the school, go to the military, or figure out.
And why are you going to school?
I'm going to school because I want to go to medical school.
Because I want to be a doctor,
I wanna
right?
be a doctor.
Okay, cool. All right. Why else? Why are we going to school?
I just like my major.
Huh?
I just like my major.
I like my major. Okay.
That's not.
You like what? Spending, yeah. Okay, good. All right, I'll help you with that. Okay. Why are you going to school? Good. I got some answers. Why? Some I was told to. Some I have to be here. Some I don't care about school. I'm just hanging out in the court. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Why else? I want to be a doctor. Why are you going to school, Nick? Why are you going to school?
I want to be a project manager.
Oh, what?
Project manager.
Want to be project manager. Okay, fair enough. All of these things, okay, the jobs that we want, okay, are career development, right? We talked about a couple weeks ago. What skills do I need? You guys are asking questions. What I need to work on, what I need to do. Okay? It's all career development, right? You can all go get jobs, right? Right now. Don't have to go to school. It'd be a little hard to be a physician without it. Okay? I'm not going to come see you, but you can try. Okay? We're working on careers, right? Always working on our careers so we can get there. Okay? Is personal development different? Why, Caitlin?
I mean, I can go to school and learn everything there is to know about being a doctor, but like if I'm not in tune with like who I am as a person, how to communicate with people, and like my own personality, I'm not going to be successful because I can't communicate on like a personal or emotional level like with my patients. And it's like if you're just a robot, nobody wants to go to you. But if you are like willing to show that you care and like build those relationships, then like people want to come back because they can tell you genuinely are passionate about helping them. Versus, oh, I know how to help you. Here's like what I'm going to do, and then now you can pay me. Like,
Is personal development different than career development? Because you said yes, and it sounds to me like no.
oh no, yes it is because it's like I can. So what I'm saying is like I can sit here in college and like just develop my career, but it's like the reason personal development is different is because like in my opinion it's more important because who you are is like
Million extra credit points.
who you are is like that's always going to be consistent, and it's like I'm the only me, whatever, and it's cliche in this world, but it's like if I don't figure out who I am, then how am I supposed to figure out the career that's really best for me, or I'm just like wasting my time here. If I don't know why I'm here, then I'm just wasting my time.
It's deep. It's excellent. Good. So to me, it sounds like career development and personal development are the same. Not the same thing, because one's career and one's who you are. But you're working on both of them, right? Okay. To me, there's no difference in working on your career and working on you as a person. Okay. I can make you an engineer. Okay. I can make you a pilot. Right? I can make you a physician. Okay. I can make you a project management and project manager. Okay. I can. What do you want to do? Psych?
Law.
Law. I can make you a lawyer. Okay. Does that mean that you're a good person? No. Especially lawyers. Just kidding. Okay.
I mean, going back to being authentic, though, you can make someone act like a good person. You can show them how and tell them the ways to do it. Don't be fake about it, and it's that they're not genuinely a good person.
So are they intentional about being authentic? No, they're intentional about bullshitting you.
Yeah.
Okay? Can you bullshit a bullshitter? Some of you who are bullshitters can spot them. You're like, oh, I know what they're doing. I do that. That's how I write papers. Okay? So, when do these things end? When does career development and personal development end?
You leave the Corps.
Did you say when you join the Corps?
When you leave the Corps.
Oh, when you leave the Corps. Okay, good. So Tanner's good with just being a turd when he's done being here. Okay. When do they end? Never. You look depressed. Okay. I don't know if you guys believe me or not. This stuff never ends. This may be horribly depressing. As a physician, will you ever have to stop doing continuing education? No, because there's always new medicines and new illnesses and all these things that come up. Okay. Want to fly airplanes? Is everything going to be the same? No, because we're getting faster, right? And now we're going to Mars. You guys are going to put us on Mars. Okay? That shit is crazy, and it's awesome, right? This stuff never ends. And I honestly don't know if you guys believe me, okay? What software says, well, what about when your career's over? Okay, in 50 years, hit me up. Yes, Pat. You better be working on it, okay? Somebody better try and pull you out of that shit, okay? Yeah, it never ends because you guys just said, I like me, right? Can I be better? Yeah, okay? But it's not easy, all right? Who wants to be a CEO one day? Okay? Yeah, it's not just going to happen on its own. You have to keep working at it. You have to get better. No, who wants to have a family? Okay? How many of you are ready to be parents? Exactly. You suck. Okay? As a parent, you don't know anything because you still call your parents when things go wrong. Okay? Guess what? You're going to have a kid and you have to feed them. We know you have them. Okay? The hospital knows. Took child home. Okay? Have to take care of it. And you're like, oh my God, just here, 2 years old. I'll give you $20 to go to the mall for like an hour. Just leave me alone. Okay? Parenting is an opportunity to screw up a person from scratch. Okay? Good luck with all that. By the way, some of you aren't even good boyfriends and girlfriends. We know that, right? Okay? So you have to work. And guess, when you get married, it's just two of you. It's really easy. You're basically two independent people until you have another person. Then shit hits the fan. Okay? You guys are actually a huge advantage because you figured out some things you got to work out. Okay? By the way, we're my engineers. Okay? You're terrible parents. You know why? They're not a math problem. This is not black and white. Kids are horrible. They're really hard. Okay? So call your parents and apologize. But for you engineers who just like to solve problems and put them in a box, man, I can't wait. Can't wait. Okay? Huh? Yeah, just chain them up in the backyard. Okay? It'll be fine. Call your parents and apologize. All of you. You're good kids. You still were horrible people at some point. Okay? You did embarrassing things. Okay. Has anybody heard of the book Good to Great? Heard of it? Read it? Just heard of it? Okay. Came out in about 2003, and every company in the country made everybody read it. Read this book in our organization, military, civilian, I don't care. Read this book, and we're going to go from good to great. Okay? He wrote another book. Where are my Mays? People, where's business majors? No? Anyway? Nathan? Who else? That's it. Okay. Fortune 100 companies. Some of the better companies in our country. Okay. You know how long the average Fortune 100 company stays there? Any guesses? Decade?
Like 4 or 5 years.
It's about 30. This is your top 100 companies. These are good organizations. This is your IBMs, your GEs, and everything. What happens is Tesla or SpaceX or Amazon or things we've never heard of come along and knock them off. All right? Because they didn't give a shit about improving. You have to constantly improve. You have to innovate. It's no different than you. Okay? So, cadets, how do you separate yourself from the herd?
Pretty hard.
It is hard. Why? How do you separate yourself?
There's 2,300 people in this army.
How do you stand out in life?
You've been that hurt.
So you started COVID?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right. How do you separate yourself? How do you become the best doctor or best engineer or best pilot? Huh? That's part of it, okay? Because you can spot the fakes. You can only fake it till you make it for so long. That can work, but it's only going to last for so long before they spot the fake. Okay? How do you separate yourself from the herd? How do you stand out? You're right, Noah. Believe it or not, finally, all semester. Okay? Be yourself. Pascaline?
Wouldn't you open this analogy separating yourself from the herd be like you're the next cow that's about to be killed or cut?
Could be, right? But you don't want to be the slowest and weakest, right? Because if you're the slowest and weakest, you die. All right? And we're all going to. Positive message of the day. Okay? Advanced the way I feel, my high level of income. advances in modern medicine, no reason to believe I can't be 250, maybe 300 years old. Ricky Bobby, anybody? Are you willing to stand out?
Sometimes not in the right way.
Huh?
Sometimes not in the right way. Feel
What do you
like
mean?
it needs to be specified. Separating yourself from the herd isn't always in a good way.
Why not?
A lot of people get attention for the wrong reasons. I mean, bad attention.
The black sheep is technically separated from the herd.
What? Okay. Do you want to stand out in a bad way?
No, I'm just saying, like, you gotta be, there has to be a distinction there.
Why?
Standing out in a good way versus standing out in a bad way.
Yeah. So it's up to you. So if you want to work on you, if you want to be better, okay, then that's how you get there. All right? All of you guys, sophomores, love to talk about white belt athletes. How many of you are already tired of the court? Can't wait to see you next year. Ugh, it's all seniors' fault, right? That's what you'll say next year. Yeah, College Station. Yeah, okay? So how are you going to prevent white belt apathy, Martin? Awesome. Good effort. Tanner?
You do your job.
Just doing your job?
Well, your job is to take care of your people, and if you stop doing your job, then you're back at the same square one that you were.
Okay, yeah, good. Phil?
Because I know like what I'm doing here, and I know like what the core has done for me, and I think that I'm not gonna keep getting something out of the core if I don't put back into the core.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, and this is one of the favorite things cadets love to say. You only get out of the core what you put in, and most of you won't put in much. You love to talk about it, love to say it, okay, but it fades. By the way, your fish, you're about to be heads. Yeah, blow your mind. You know what the juniors think of you? The same thing. They think you're awful. And how awful is the junior class, right? Worst. Perennially, every single year, the junior class is the worst class. That's just what everyone thinks. Yeah, that's right. Okay? So it's up to you, all right? I'll do anything. Who's been in this situation? High school, class, whatever. Yeah, class here, okay? This is all of you. Actually, it's not. Okay, we're doing okay. This is cadets who are failing SOMS. I'll do anything to stay in the Corps, except for the really easy assignments I gave you. Is my class hard? Is it, Pascaline? Really? You're the only one. Huh? That's an awesome thing. That's all I'm trying to do. Is my class hard? Does it require a lot of work? Mentally. Good. Well, okay. Apparently I'm wearing Pascaline out. Okay. For 50 minutes a week. It's great. Okay? By failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail. Anybody know who said that?
Benny.
Who?
Benny.
Benjamin Franklin. Okay. Good job. What'd you say? Okay. Okay. Good. This is another one I like. I will prepare, and someday my chance will come. Anybody know who said this? He was finished 8th out of 13th in the presidential nomination for his party once. Lincoln.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay. And became president. Okay. Tough road. A lot of failures along the way. Okay. But this is you guys. This is getting to medical school. This is flying jets. Okay. This is law school. If you prepare, your chance is coming. If you put in the work. If you're willing to separate yourself in a good way and stand out, okay, you will get your chance. I promise you. Sometimes it's going to suck and sometimes it won't. Okay, you think it's not working out. Just hang in there. Okay. Everybody seen Van Wilder? Van Wilder? Nobody seen Van Wilder? Animal House? Oh my God. Homework for all of you. See, watch Van Wilder and Animal House. Okay, movies about college. Okay, but one of the things he always says is write that down. Why do we write things down? Helps you remember. What else?
What's the action behind like goals?
Bingo. Absolutely. How many of you have like fitness goals? Okay. And do you write them? Do you write anything down about it? Good. Okay. That is making a contract with yourself. If you think, okay, I'm trying to lose a little weight, I'm not going to eat any desserts. Okay, so you get done with a workout and you go to Dunkin' and there's a fresh dessert, okay, for you at Dunkin', right? And then you grab it, right? Because you're like, oh, I just worked out, I'm good, I deserve a treat. If you write down, I will not eat desserts, you are far more likely not to grab the dessert. Simply because you made a contract with yourself. Right? If you write things down, okay, you're actually putting your thoughts together. If you take the time and write something about yourself, to yourself, whatever, an actual paper, whatever it is, you can write far more than you can remember. That's one of the first things you guys said. It also allows you to put your thoughts together. You are actually evolving your brain and thinking above other people, so you can defend yourself, so you can defend friends and family, all right? So you can have political argument, whatever you want to do, right? If you write, it will actually help you with these things, whatever it is. So for your goals, write them down. Figure out what you want to do. Write it down. Read it every day. Read it once a week. I don't care. Bless you, COVID. Write down what you want to do. Make some goals and figure it out. Because most of you, don't lose your thought, most of you aren't sure. You're not even sure why you're in school. What's motivating you in school? What's motivating you to be in the Corps? What's motivating you to be a good person? A lot of you don't know. You're not alone. Okay, I know this from seeing what you guys write and listening to you guys talk, and I haven't done this for a little bit. A lot of you guys don't know. You're not sure. That's okay. But try to figure it out. Pascaline.
Does the actual physical act of writing it down, is it why it helps you remember? Is it kind of tied to how you form habits by doing it repetitive, so it's subconscious? Is it partly tied to that psychology of how your brain works? Because it's crazy just writing it down. It would make you naturally more better to remember it.
Yeah, not only
why it works?
not only you'll remember it more, but it has more staying power. Okay, so in addition to remember, it's also that trigger. If you write down, I will not eat desserts, and you put it on your desk and you look at it every day or before you leave, then you'll think about it even after I did my PT, I ate, and I'm still a little hungry. Okay? And you might think, okay, I deserve dessert or whatever. But you think, oh, the thing's on my desk says I won't. Okay? But actually formulating your thoughts is something that most of us don't do. Right? So it can help you in multiple ways. One, it just helps you remember in the contract you made with yourself, but it actually helps you organize your thoughts. Right? Especially if it's not on your friggin' phone, how you guys submit your discussion posts. Because the I's are not capitalized. I can tell.
It just doesn't
You're in
capitalize
college,
the
for
I.
God's sakes. What?
It doesn't auto-correct the I.
Well, Jesus, how would it take 7 seconds to fix that? Okay? Actually put some time in it. Okay? Last spring, okay? And I don't care what you do, but find some balance in your life. Okay? Work hard. Be better. Give it 1% more effort. Okay? 1% better will improve you over time. Okay? The Lakers in 1984 were one of the best teams ever put together, and they didn't even make the finals. And their coach took all their stats and talked about stuff they do in life, being a father, being a basketball player, all that stuff. He said, if you get 1% better at things you're good at, that's all I want from you. All right? If you're a top rebounder, you're not a rebounder. Gooshlock. If you're a top rebounder, okay, I need 1% more rebounds. You're my point guard. Okay? I need 1% more assists. Okay? I want you to be a 1% better father. The next year they won the championship. Okay? If you put out just a little bit more effort, it will separate you from others. Right? But there are some days when you want to sleep in and play video games and do nothing, right? Fair enough. But there's so many hours in a day for you to work on you and be better and kick ass. Okay? Last spring, you guys were sophomores. Okay? And you got the spring ripped out from under you. What if you've been seniors? March to the Brazos went away overnight. Graduating in your boots. Okay? Final review. All gone in the blink of an eye. Okay? Don't waste your time. Right? Yeah, there's times we need to relax. Yeah, there's times we need to be down. But don't waste your time in this life. You got one shot. The last 2 years have gone by, 3 years have gone by like that, right? Okay? You're going to get your boots. You're going to wear them for 9 months, and then never again. Okay? It's coming quick. Kick ass. Take names. You can do that? Okay. Good. what we talked about today is relevant to our last assignment, which is the ILDP, the final questions. Okay, so it's all tied into that. And that'll be our last assignment. And then next week is a normal Thursday. It's our last class. Okay, and I'll send an email to remind you, but please bring a laptop or tablet or something like that, something that you can write on relatively easier than your phone. We're going to use it. Karen, you have a question? Yes, yeah. That's an initial assignment. This is the follow-up. Yeah, I break it up because otherwise you guys will do it all at once and it's terrible. No, I wouldn't do that. Do you want to do that? Sure. You guys are positive. You don't? Nobody wants extra work? Okay. Go be awesome. Have a wonderful week. We're done.